Apparently there's been an uptick in landlords exploiting vulnerable tenants and soliciting sex in exchange for rent. Hey guys, welcome back to the DimCAD channel. I'm Reginald, also known as DimCAD. In Hawaii, according to the Hawaii State Commission for Women, there's been a dramatic increase in sexual harassment complaints there during this crisis. They've said in the last 2 weeks they've had more complaints than they've had in the last 2 years as far as landlords trying to solicit sex from tenants. They're basically saying, hey, this is becoming an even bigger problem. It's always been an issue, but this is becoming a bigger problem. Apparently there's some situations where some landlords are sending photos, or they're sending texts. They're even offering some of these tenants to actually move in, or offer to move in with the tenants. It's just really bizarre. I mean, now to make this clear, this is illegal. It's against the Fair Housing Act. The Fair Housing Act makes this illegal. There's a lot of state laws that make this illegal. Sexual harassment involving a tenant, and you know, this whole crisis is just really revealing true character. This is why I always talk about preparing for emergencies, because you want to give yourself options. I've said this over and over, and that's the whole point. Give yourself some options so that you're able to make good decisions when there's a crisis. Now, I'm not blaming any of the tenants, but I'm saying that, hey, we can put ourselves in better positions. You know, for example, to have extra rent set up for additional months or whatever, emergency funds, things like that. You can have emergency food. That way, when things happen, you're not so surprised by what's going on. You're able to make better decisions because you have more resources to work with. And apparently these landlords are taking advantage of these individuals, probably guys taking advantage of these females. And you see a lot of people trying to take advantage of people. You see a lot, both men and women. You see women, you know, getting these guys to buy them things and stuff, talking about, oh, we're gonna go out on a date once this is all over with, or whatever. People just using one another, and you know, revealing true character. You're seeing people do great things, though. It's not just people out there using one another. You see these celebrities now; they're trying to get involved in. I think it's Taylor Swift and Beyonce, some other celebrities trying to get involved in some type of benefit for the WHO. Okay, sure. You know, I wonder if they're willing to give their own money to really fund this organization. Anyway, but you know, there's also other celebrities like Sean Penn. He's 59 years old. He has a charity, and he was out there. He actually tested positive for the coronavirus because he was out there giving supplies to people who needed them. So he's out there volunteering, and it's unfortunate that he tested positive. I hope he definitely recovers and have good health. And of course, I don't agree with all his politics or whatever, but it's good to see somebody actually say, I'm gonna go out there and try to help somebody. So we have a lot of that going on right now. We have healthcare workers going into the field. We have people who are, you know, truck drivers. You know, I've always believed that they've been very important. I've said it on a number of occasions, and now we're seeing that. You know, if they don't show up for work, a lot of things don't work in this country. You know, we don't eat. Okay, I'm gonna be blunt. They don't show up for work. We don't eat. We don't get a lot of stuff. It's just really bad stuff. They're very much underrated. Healthcare workers, truckers, you know, people working at the grocery stores. These are people who are doing things that actually matter. So yes, there are people who are trying to exploit the situation, make things, try to take advantage of people who are in vulnerable situations. But this is one of the reasons why we got to prepare so that we're not in those vulnerable situations. Predators are going to be predators. Okay, again, I'm not blaming the people who are being preyed upon. Predators are going to be predators. I just want to encourage people to put yourself in that position so that you're not necessarily likely to be targeted by one of these predators. So what do you think? Are you seeing people do some desperate things right now? What are some of the desperate things you're seeing people do because of this whole situation, the whole lockdown, quarantine, whatever you want to call it, situation? But what are some of the good things you're seeing people do in your community? A lot of people will surprise you. A lot of people who you thought were just, you know, someone you didn't really like, well, they may actually end up working hard to actually help people. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And don't forget, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Somebody want to know about my decontamination procedure. You know, I'm trying to do this so the good side's out and use the good side there. And so I'm trying to do it in. Get some hand sanitizer and